What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Angels Franchise. I started this channel to do rebuilds exactly like this, and I didn't think it would take this long, but 6 years in, we are finally in the World Series and have a chance to win it all. Can we do it in this episode with a sweep? I think we might have a chance thanks to going 18 innings in Game 1 and winning that game because of this young roster, while the Mets roster is reeling. In the World Series on the road, we had a rookie on the mound, and he went crazy. We won 7-0, and now we have a 2-0 lead in the series coming back home with our ace on the mound. JSA, or Joshua St. Aud, went 7 innings with only 3 hits allowed, 0 earned, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts, and Will Vest in relief bounced back with 0 earned and 3 strikeouts to close the game out with 2 innings pitched. Look at all the stolen bases. Paul Benitez, the Mets catcher, cannot do anything. He cannot throw to second base. Every time he throws to second, it bounces. We are going to steal all series long, and I'm hoping to sweep now that we're back at home, and we have a good chance to do that with our ace on the mound, and we could take a stranglehold on this series 3-0. One thing I'd like to note is last episode I was saying Big Mike is in a slump in the World Series, 0 for 11. That is true, but he's in a slump dating back to the ALCS. He's actually 0 for 15 since Game 7 of the ALCS, but in Game 6 he was the hero with 2 home runs, and he was easily my favorite player in that series because this was a do-or-die game. And what's crazy is the downfall since then. We need him to step up. He is a big part of this lineup. Paul Skeens last time on the mound, he was dominant. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 walk, 0 earned, and 7 strikeouts. If we get a performance like that tonight, I think we win Game 3 for sure. We've done a great job being aggressive on the base pass, to our detriment and to our benefit, but mostly to our benefit, especially in the World Series. Herman Lyon has 16 stolen bases, and Morris Diaz, a rookie at 21 years old, is right behind him with 12. Giancarlo Portillo and Jarrett Madison both have 6. So even though Big Mike right now is in a slump for the last 3 games, he has been stealing bases, and I've given Jarrett Madison a lot of guff this postseason, but last game in Game 2, he was the MVP, no doubt, with a 3-run tater, and he has 6 stolen bases. I kind of got to get off his back a little bit as a rookie. And if you look at the NL, their stolen base leader hasn't played since the NLDS, Xavier Edwards with 5 for the Dodgers. That's incredible. That's just how dominant we've been at stealing bases this postseason. The Mets are putting Brandon Sproat on the mound, and he's actually a prospect in their farm system in real life in 2025. In this game, he's pitched 2 seasons for the Mets, and he's been a little bit below average in both seasons, to be honest. And if you look at his recent starts, though, as a 3 in the rotation, this is pretty solid, at least his last start. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. You'll take that from the 3 in the rotation. The problem is he's going up against our ace, Paul Skeens. And the last start before that wasn't good. He gave up a homer, 4 earned, and only 4 innings pitched, and also had 7 hits in that game. So what pitcher are we going to see in Game 3? The Mets have to win this game. This is a must-win. It is time for Game 3 at home. The World Series is back in Anaheim for the first time since 2002, and the fans are hyped. Let's go get us one. We have a chance to take a stranglehold on this series right now in Game 3 with the ace, Paul Skeens, on the mound. Here is the man of the hour, Paul Skeens. That whip is amazing, and he had such a dominant start in a big spot in the ALCS. I am very excited to see what he does. Jake the Rake Fraley leading off for the Mets, and he was getting MVP chance in Citi Field. Can you believe that? 1-1 count. We have quick counts on. And that's smoked but foul. 1-2 count now. We're going to go sinker away. Runs off the plate. Perfect pitch. A strikeout to Jake Fraley. He struck out twice last game and again in Game 3 for the first strikeout of Paul Skeens' outing. 1-1 count to Jet Williams, who's been cold of late. 3-1 count after an inside take, and Jet Williams, I don't know why I'm saying Drew Gilbert. I'm scared of him, that's why. He's been their best player, Drew Gilbert. Jet Williams with the walk. And now Juan Soto swings out of his shoes, and Jet Williams is out. It's not even a... What? Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm going to snap. Please be able to challenge. Can you challenge that? Can you challenge? What the hell? There's no way we didn't get him. Dude, oh my God. What is up with our team in defense? Why do we have so many mental lapses? Luis Rengifo, you're Unk. You should know how to tag. Okay, he was actually in there a lot quicker than I thought. Fine. Good on him. His name is Jet Williams, of course. Juan Soto swung out of his shoes regardless. And we hung one, and it might have confused him. He strikes out. Juan Soto's been ass in the World Series. Back to the curveball. That looked nasty. And it was nasty. That is going to be the third out for the top of the first inning. Let's go hit. Good start for Paul Skeens. Hammer and Herman leads off against Brandon Sproat. We've talked about him. He's actually a top prospect in the Mets system in real life. Immediately, there's runners on base, and he has 16 stolen bases. And we know what we're going to do in this World Series. That's steal a base. That was so easy. It wasn't even close. We're not going to steal third. That is the philosophy in this World Series. Give the team as many opportunities with runners in scoring position, seeing what Royce Lewis can do. 300 average with runners in scoring position. That's a good swing. Morris Dye, that might drop. Drew Gilbert does catch that. We could have taken that pitch, but I like Morris Dye's contact to slap that out into the outfield for a single. You can see the OPS. You can see the batting average. This lineup is potent in the postseason. And this is a great opportunity with someone with 95 clutch. Even though Morris Dye has 92, Royce Lewis has way more power in his bat, especially against righties. 1-2 count. And Sproat paints a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and that's going to be easy. We're going to definitely test Juan Soto's arm. He did not just gun him. It was very close. Brandon Sproat, his pitch mix is pretty vanilla. 4-seam changeup, slider, curveball. What is he going to throw? That's a great changeup. That's the one thing we have to worry about is fastball changeup combo. And there it gets Esteban Herrera for the third out of the bottom of the first. We're looking for that sinker to run off the plate for a swing and miss. Curveball. That's so nasty. Paul Skeens. Great glove because I think that was a base hit if it gets past Paul Skeens. Full count again. We're going curveball. And finally we get the out, but it's not a strikeout. Regardless, 2 down, top of the second. And it's time for Ronnie Mauricio, probably the worst player in their lineup. Just completely late on the fastball, right down the hatch. The pitch count will become an issue. 40 pitches already through 2 innings. And that will be a base hit. I don't know how Ronnie Mauricio got to that, but he did. We're going to go curveball again, even though he hit that. Perfect pitch. Strike 3. We get out of the top of the second. Bottom of the second now, you can see rookie Jesse Ortiz. His stats are just amazing. Let's keep that going in the World Series. Good take from the 18-year-old rookie. Been such a big part in this postseason run. Great swing. That will be a single, and you know what we're doing. We're stealing another base. Herman Lyon, bottom of the first with a leadoff single. Now Jesse Ortiz, both trying to steal a base. Herman Lyon was successful. Now so is Jesse Ortiz. It's not even close. The fact they still have Benitez behind home plate is kind of atrocious. Their manager should be fired. We moved the runner over, which is really all we need to do there. Big Mike still struggling in this World Series, but really the last 4 games. 2-time Silver Slugger winner in year 2 and 3 of this rebuild. And he strikes out there. Another great changeup back-to-back. He can't lay off. He's definitely not the same player from those years, but still has a great impact in the bottom of this lineup. The pitch was perfect. Again on the outside for strike 3. And Brandon Sproat gets out of this inning. Top of the third now, 1-1 count to Brett Beatty. And he will pop up, but it is going to find some green grass. It was really, honestly, so weakly hit. 73 off the bat. Curveball inside now. Perfect pitch. The curveball's been working all day. Another strikeout for Paul Skeens. His 4th. We're going to go slider away here. Great pitch. 5th strikeout for Paul Skeens. Strikes out 2 after the leadoff base hit. The fans are hyped. Rally towels are out. That's a chopper to second. Should be an easy play at first. And it is. We get out of the top of the third. Let's go hit. It is so important that we get some runs early. It's been a big part of Game 2 especially. We got the lead early and never looked back. Look at when we acquired Jarrett Madison in 2026, and he's rookie years right now. And you can see that he is finally coming alive in the World Series. And 3 times in a row, we're going to try to steal. It's still 0-0 though. It's a 1-2 count. That was a strike on the ball we ran on. And that will be an easy out, 2-2 count. It's very important that Morris Dye does exactly that. Just tries to get contact. And that'll be a 1-0 lead for the Angels. And Morris Dye gets the second easily. Let's go. Morris Dye doesn't need to have power if he goes down and gets balls like that. That's crazy that he hit that back up the middle for a single. And Royce Lewis will do the same exact thing. This time it's cut off, and he's going to second. We have to do it. It's so sad, but what can we do? We're aggressive. 2-0. That's what we're talking about here. That's all that matters, because that is smoked. You're not getting that one back. That's a home run. 441 feet, the 12th home run of Esteban Herrera's first ever postseason run. This is the best postseason run ever. He won ALCS MVP, and he's on pace to win World Series MVP. What a player. That sound off the bat was just immaculate. Brandon Sproat tried to throw one right down the pipe, and Esteban Herrera was not having it. That will be the end of the third, though. Esteban Herrera is finally hitting home runs again. 2 home runs in the World Series so far, including one in the 18th inning in Game 1. And that is smoked from Drew Gilbert, and that will bounce a single for Drew Gilbert. He's just insane. It's a 3-1 count. Paul Skeens already a little tired. And just get this to first. It's not a big deal. At least he trapped it. This could have been a double play, but at least it didn't go through the infield out to center field there for a base hit. So I'm fine with that. 1 down, and he's stealing third, and this will go foul. I hope he tries to steal third again because he's cooked. Perfect pitch. Paul Benitez is done, bro. You need to cut him now. Look at these swings, and he can't throw to second. It bounces every time. Why is he in the lineup? Why is he playing over Francisco Alvarez? 2-2 to Ronnie Mauricio, another player who's struggled in the postseason. That's easy high cheese for Paul Skeens. He gets out of the top of the 4th. A dominant performance from our ace. Let's go. And this game is looking more and more like it's going to be a pitching battle because 3 runs isn't enough. The bullpen is still depleted. Big Mike is still in a slump, as you can see. I didn't even want to mention it, but He obviously grounded out to start the bottom of the fourth. And now Luis Rengifo pops out. This is going to be a quick inning for Brandon Sproat. Logan O'Hoppe, 1-1 count in quick counts. Bottom of the fourth, and he ropes that one into the gap. This will be extra bases. That's a stand-up double. Let's go. The fans don't even have the rally towels out. Come on, get the rally towels out, baby. Let's go. Get fired up. It's taken us 6 years to get here. Get fired up. That's a gapper. I can't explain how awesome it is that Logan O'Hoppe's still here in year 6 of this rebuild and doing things like that. Even though Jarrett Madison strikes out to end the bottom of the fourth, still, we're up 3-0. Paul Skeens, we're hoping he can get through 6. That's my plan. 6 is good enough. The bullpen's had a little bit of rest. We'll see who's available when it comes to energy. And we'll go from there. 1-2 count to Carson Benj. And he ropes that one. That'll be over the head of Jesse Ortiz. He plays it off the wall. Gets it in. And that's a double for Carson Benj in the top of the 5th. 2-2 count to Brett Beatty. 0 outs. Perfect sinker. Just goes under the barrel. Honestly, let's be real. That wasn't a perfect sinker. Brett Beatty just sucks. 1-2 count. Come on, I have to glaze Paul Skeens. He's our ace. That was a perfect sinker. It was a swing and miss and a strikeout. Nothing more to be said. Jake Fraley, the MVP apparently, fights that one off. 1-2 count. And he takes in Logan O'Hoppe. Yes! He gunned him at third. Get off the bases. 2 outs. Finally, we get him trying to steal another bag, being greedy. That was a good block and an even better throw from the catcher. He's having such a great postseason. Slider on the back foot to tunnel with the sinker. Full count. And it does its job. It's going to be a pretty easy play to second. Let's go. Herman Lyon. 2 for 14 in the World Series, but he's stolen a lot of bases. A lot. And that's a good swing. A changeup, middle. Will that leave? It will! Into the bullpen, 400 feet. The Angels are up 4-0 with their ace on the mound. It's looking better and better and better. No better team to do it against as well than the Mets as a Phillies fan. Let's go. They are now going to Victor Vodnik. We've definitely gotten to Brandon Sproat. And Victor Vodnik's been damn good in the postseason. His delivery is so weird. It's now a 4-0 lead, though, and that's really all that matters. Morris Dye, late on that. I hate Victor Vodnik. He is so weird. He doesn't throw fast, but the delivery, man, it's different. And now we are into the Mets bullpen, which is huge considering if we can win this game and hold on. We're talking about Game 4 being an elimination game. That will be a warning track shot for the second out of the bottom of the 5th. 2-2 count to Estevan Herrera. His last at-bat was a no-doubt moonshot in the night sky. And that's a roper. Could that be extra bases? Should we test Juan Soto's arm? I think not. He plays it off the wall pretty well. There's no doubt about it, Estevan Herrera has had the best postseason of any player ever, and let's just add on to it with another stolen base. Why not? Easy. It's easy. You might as well add it to the resume. This is historical what he's doing. Now Jesse Ortiz has a runner in scoring after the stolen base. 2-1 count. And that is really down the pike, but I've said it before. His release, his delivery is so weird. He's worked it full. This is really bad. We cannot walk him because now we're going to have to get into the bullpen early. That's a great pitch. Gets a grounder to second. Luis Rengifo makes easy work of that. 1 down. Juan Soto, we're attacking him with a fastball. I'm not scared of him. I'm just not scared of him. He is last year's MVP, and I should respect him more. He's been great in this series so far. But in this World Series, he's been terrible. But in this franchise, since we've been doing it, he's been great. in the 6 seasons we've played. And we've talked about it, Bruce Bochy style. 113 pitches. Okay, that's ridiculous, Blue. Come on! We are going to keep him out there. I don't care. We're throwing his arm dead. Bruce Bochy style. We walked and we don't care. We need one more strike. 2-2. He takes! If we can get one more strikeout, we can get to the bullpen. How does he take? Alright, we have to go to the bullpen now. It's whatever. The fact that he takes that when Blue has been so bad all game is just incredible. I love it. Actually, you know what? We're not going to the bullpen. Look who's up. I don't care. He's not killing us. That's an out right here. That's an out. Come on, ball boy. Catch it! What are you doing? Curveball. Dude, come on, Blue. Dude, come on, Blue. This is just a joke. It's a joke. We get out of the inning, but Blue, you are literally drunk every time. It's crazy. Or you have easily our opponent's money line every time. What are these calls we're getting? We get out of the inning unscathed, but Paul Skeens had to pitch like 125 pitches. Who cares though, right? Worry about his arm next year. Big Mike is in a slump that I've never seen him in before. How is Big Mike actually hitless in this World Series? Luis Rengifo almost got a hit right there. Fastball below the zone. Victor Vodnik, man. If he was a starter, we'd be in trouble. It's a 1-2 count to the OG. Just an insane slider away. Get Victor Vodnik off the mound. He is my kryptonite. He sounds like a supervillain. I mean, get him off the mound. Paul Skeens had an amazing outing. What a performance from the ace, giving us such an opportunity here to take a stranglehold on this series and hopefully give us a chance in Game 4 to win a World Series. We're now going to go to the lefty, Peter Miley, because the next 3 batters are pretty bad against lefties. Peter Miley's been pretty damn good in the postseason, and he's one of the 3 bullpen arms that have full energy, so I'd rather use him. 1-1 count to Ronnie Mauricio, the second baseman. He ropes one, but foul. Full count. We need to make sure we strike him out or get it out. He cannot walk. What the hell? Peter Miley, you come in relief and immediately you have base runners. That is not what I want to see. Carson Benz, the 8-hole. This is the bottom of the lineup. Come on. I want to go change up again to hopefully get a double play. He hangs it, but luckily Big Mike's going to go dummy here and catch that. And that was a good pirouette to get it back to second. Why can't he do that when someone's tagging up? It's a 1-2 count to Brett Beatty with 1 man on first. And that's a perfect curveball. Let's go. 2 down. Don't you freaking dare. Come on! Why did I say that? He lines one to left. 2 men on. 2 outs. Full count to Jet Williams. He cannot walk here, or we have to bring in Casey Smoke. He does walk here. I can't. I'm done. Peter Miley's getting pulled. Or do we try? He's in a jam. I just don't know. Juan Soto up. He could hit a grand slam and we're tied. Instead, of course, Juan Soto does what Juan Soto's done all World Series long. And he pops out. 3-1 count to Jarrett Madison. He's been so good in this World Series. That's a great pitch, though. Sinker comes back in over the plate for strike to make it a full count. What's the Stephen Kolek throw here? That's a good cutter that basically acts as a slider away. And he gets a strikeout on Jarrett Madison, the rookie. Turns over the lineup. Herman Lyon's been great in this game. A solo shot earlier on in the game, and now this is looking like it could have went through, but easy play for Ronnie Mauricio at second. 2 down, bottom of the 7th. And now Morris Dye. He's been so good at slap hitting, but that is just too weak. End of the 7th. We are going with Casey Smoke, who has not allowed a single run in this postseason. Crazy to say that, but it's true. In a 2-2 count. He's been great, though. Great take. I mean, what do you want? This is just a really good at-bat. It's a hard player to get out. Easily their best player. There's no doubt about that. Sweeping curve, great pitch. It's lined down the left field line to the third baseman, Royce Lewis, and he makes an amazing play. That's a jump throw at third, and he's had an error in this postseason that was terrible, but this is a highlight reel play for sure. In foul territory, the jump throw, a seed to first base. Let's go. 1 down, top of the 8th. We are so close to making this a sweep. 1-2 count to Vinny Pasquantino. We're going back to that changeup. Let's go. Great pitch. A strikeout for Casey Smoke. And easy Paul Benitez. That's what I call him. That's his nickname. Easy. Easy steal, easy out. Let's go. That's the end of the top of the 8th. 1-2 count to Royce Lewis. Bottom of the 8th. It's a great pitch. We've said it before. This bullpen for the Mets is very good. But they've never came into the game with a lead thanks to the starting pitching and how good our lineup's been. Estevan Herrera, 2 homers in this World Series. 2 for 3 today. It's a great swing. That will be another single. He just gets on base. He also forgot to mention he has a stolen base. Hopefully he's about to get 2. Of course he is. Look at Paul Benitez. Of course he is. Easy, Paul Benitez. I'm testing my luck. Paul Benitez is so bad. Great jump. He's so bad! He's so bad! Estevan Herrera has 3 stolen bases in this game and just stole second and third. Wow! Great take from the rookie Jesse Ortiz, and he will be stealing second for sure. That's a walk. And now they're going to Cole Winn, who's been pretty damn good for them, but did give up that Estevan Herrera bomb in game 1 in the 18th inning that won us that game. I have to mention it. Can Big Mike get out of the slump? I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. No, we're going to both get out. It's done. I pressed the wrong button. Big Mike doesn't even have a chance to do anything. What the hell? I pressed L2 instead of L2 and up on the left stick. I fucked up. Thank God it's the top of the 9th and we can close it right here. That's incredible, though. That could be a base hit or extra bases if it gets over the head of Morris Dye, but of course it doesn't. I had to make that a little dramatic, didn't I? It was easy for Morris Dye. Ball 1-2 now. We're going change up. Away. And that's a perfect pitch. A swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Casey Smoke, and he's 1 out away from closing out this game 3. And we could be so close to a World Series win. 1 strike away from winning Game 3 and going up 3-0 in this World Series. We're going fastball up on Brett Beatty. Swing and a miss! We win this game 4-0 and have shut the Mets out in Game 2 and 3. We are 1 win away from a World Series championship. It's taken us 6 years, but we are finally just 1 win away. Let's go! This fan base is fired up, and this team played so well today with their ace on the mound. I am very proud of this performance in Game 3. After that perfect Game 3 performance, shutting out the Mets again, we actually have our most dominant pitcher on the mound for the next game in Enrique Paniagua, who in Game 7 of the ALCS for a 19-year-old rookie was so dominant and historical. 6 innings pitched, only 3 hits, 0 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. In Game 7 on the road as a rookie. The Mets are going with Tink Hence in the postseason, and in the regular season, he's been not really good. He used to play for St. Louis, now playing for the Mets the last 3 years, and his one postseason start really wasn't that good. He did go 6 innings, but he allowed 4 earned runs and 1 home run. So he throws a sinker. It's pretty slow. I'm kind of curious how he'll play in game. But I do have a theory on why the Mets series has gone so easily for us compared to the Detroit one. Well, I just think Detroit's the better team. It's one of those situations where really the ALCS feels like the World Series for us. But also, we got to go back to game 1 where we played 18 innings, right? And we're the youngest team in baseball. And easily, this helps when you have a young team and we go 18 innings in game 1 of the World Series. And mind you, we just went 7. But because of the youth, they really don't feel it late in the season. And they're playing like a buzzsaw right now. And we're up 3-0. And we are 1 game away from a World Series win. I cannot believe I'm saying it. Let's go. It is time for game 4 of the World Series. Can we sweep the Mets and win it all? I cannot believe I'm saying it. It's taken 6 years to finally get here in this rebuild on the channel. I didn't think it'd take this long, I'll be honest with you. But we are finally here. Let's go. We've built a team good enough to win it all, and we are 1 game away. Enrique Paniagua, 20 innings pitched, a 1.8 ERA, and 23 strikeouts. Just amazing. Look at the whip, a .7. Just incredible dominance from a 19-year-old rookie. Mind you, we respected him so much as a pitcher. We gave him the ball in Game 7 with everything on the line on the road as a 19-year-old rookie. That's all you need to know. The beast. First pitch with quick counts on is a strike. And we're going to look to go back foot slider on Nico Horner, who does have good contact. And that's exactly what we do. Great pitch. We really need Enrique Paniagua to hit the strike zone. He doesn't there. Fastball runs off the plate. First walk for Enrique Paniagua. Baby V. It's time to throw that screwball, get a double play to Juan Soto. And instead, Juan Soto's going to poke it down the left field line. And it looks like it'll be second and third with only 1 out. Full count. We're going to go screwball to Francisco Alvarez. He takes that. Great take. The Mets start this game very, very well. Bases full. Got to remind you that the double play is now in order. Vinny Pasquantino rips that one foul. We're going to go slider away here. And we get exactly that. We're going to get out of this inning unscathed. Thanks to Enrique Paniagua getting out of the jam with a double play. Let's go. The Mets just really have not had it this series, have they? Ever since Game 1. Just been a disaster if you're a Mets fan. And here he is, Tink Hence. I don't know what we're going to get from this guy. I'm not sure. He's only had 1 start in the postseason. Hammer and Herman, 17 stolen bags in the postseason. That's just incredible. And he crushes that one. Right up the middle. A perfect base hit, and you know what we're doing. We've done it. Oh, he's actually picked. First time ever we've been picked in the World Series, and I'm fine with that. Whatever. Tink Hence gets us off the base paths. He got lucky there. The Mets are a little more dialed in. Full count. We get another chance. And we walk. It's a good start to this game, and we're going to definitely try to steal with Morris Dye. You can't pick everyone off, can you? There's no way. I refuse to believe it. It's a terrible jump, but I'm still going to let him run because I haven't seen him be able to get it to second on a good throw this whole series. Francisco Alvarez or Paul Benitez. It's actually Alvarez behind home plate today, and he still can't throw. Can't hold anybody. We will not steal third, though, because Royce Lewis does have great clutch. 95 clutch and 90 power against righties. This is a good chance to score something here. Good swing, but it's going to roll over to the shortstop. That's an out. Good pitch, honestly. I thought that might be able to get up the middle there. Just not enough oomph on it. Rolled it over. Esteban Herrera, though, that's going to be an RBI. Obviously, he's the World Series MVP. There's just no doubt about it. He's the playoff MVP. This is the best playoff run you've ever seen. You're watching it. What a player. A clutch RBI here in Game 4. And we're going to try to steal with him, too. Don't worry. He's been stealing bases of late. That's ripped. Hit and run. Wasn't able to do anything with it. We do get a run, though, and take the lead early. The fans are into this game. They know they are getting closer to a championship thanks to the MVP, Esteban Herrera. We're going to try to put a fastball in there, get to a full count. It runs off the plate, and it is what it is. Drew Gilbert, get him on first. I don't care. Whatever. Everyone's taking good at-bats, huh? Everybody, huh? The Mets are alive today for sure. We get this in. He rounds. He rounded. Come on. Get that in. He's in there. He scored from first. Guys, you have to relay that in better. Just incredible that he scores from first there. I hate Drew Gilbert. I really do. They tie the game next to Wyatt Langford on a double. Strikeout to Jet Williams. That's the second strikeout of this game. It's a tie game here in Game 4. I'm pissed he scored from first. That's crazy. A pop out now. The Mets look like they are definitely locked in today. Nico Horner now. And he rips one into foul territory. Can Ortiz get over? Where's the speed? Where's the athleticism? What is that? That was totally catchable. Sweeping curve. How do you take there? All right, we're going to go screwball 2-2. Just nasty. They take everything. They never swing. Full count. And he rips it. But it's caught from Luis Rengifo. They do tie it up, but we need to get Big Mike out of this slump. This is crazy. He walks. It was a 3-1 count, but it doesn't matter. We're running. I'm taking that all the way just so he can get the second. Full count. And that's a fastball ripped, but caught by the shortstop. Not a bad swing at all. 1-2 now. Logan O'Hoppe, please do some damage here. That's a great pitch. Slider. We really need to take the lead back. Rookie Jared Madison is not going to do that. Rolls one over to Jet Williams for the final out of the second. 1-2 count, though. And he takes. They've just had such a good eye today. Really. They have not swung outside the strike zone at all. 2-2. That's a great pitch. It's a full count to Juan Soto. We're throwing the screwball because that's his patented pitch right now. It's been working. And that's another great hit from Juan Soto. Slaps it the other way. Gets a single. The Mets are locked in right now. Trying to have Juan Soto run on me. Who do you think this is? That was hung, by the way. It could have been crushed. Needs to put that down. There we go. Francisco Alvarez sat down on the slider on the back foot. I will say Enrique Paniagua's already got 63 pitches through 3 because they just foul off everything and they work at bats, at least in this game. But that's a great pitch. Slider away. Vinny Pasquantino sold twice in this game already. Cameron Herman, a big part of this offense, really getting on base and stealing. There he takes a sinker and tries to fight it off. 2 down, and that's just, wow, they called that a ball? Dude, Blue, what is up with you? It's another good sinker. Oh, wow, he booted it! Morris died safe! What the hell just happened? Ronnie Mauricio, you are ass! That is awful! That is so routine! He already has a steal in this game. He will get another one because Francisco Alvarez is so ass. Paul Benitez and Francisco Alvarez suck behind the plate. They are just terrible. That is not a good swing. I don't think... Oh my God. It is a good swing. It's a ground rule double. And we do take the lead again. I thought it was going to get caught. I was freaking out in my head. I'm like, should I go back? Should I not? He goes oppo, and it was actually close. If you got a little more mustard on that, maybe he pushes that out. 2-2 count to Esteban Herrera now, who had the first RBI of the game, and that's a great pitch. The changeup's nasty. They do call that a strike. Just terrible. Blue has no idea what he wants to do. Seriously. The strike zone's all over the place. Look at these signs. They're just beautiful. Ortiz is people's hero out here in Anaheim. That's how much we've impacted the fans with this postseason run. That's just a great pitch, man. 3-2, you have to swing on that because it's going to be strike 3. But Noah Schultz probably comes in relief whenever he's done. Full count. Sweeping curve. Nasty! Strike 3. Only could foul it off. And that two-seamer got him swinging. That's 7 Ks. What we're going to do is throw a screwball. It's that simple. And it gets him. He wasn't expecting it. Come on, Jesse. Come on, Jesse. What are you doing? How do you not get there? Jesse Ortiz needs to climb the fence. Needs to do what he's got to do. That's a disgusting pitch. Shout out to Fernando Valenzuela, because we got ourselves a lefty with a screwball too. Baby V with 8 strikeouts through 4. And now it's time for Giancarlo Portillo. Can he get out of the slump? He finally can. That's his first hit in the World Series. And he also had a walk earlier in this game. And he stole a bag. He's going to try to steal 2 now. It's awesome to see him get out of the slump in an elimination game. It's low. It's not even close. Have they ever been able to throw us out, the Mets? I don't think so. They picked us off 1 time. That's it. It's 3-1 now. They have to throw a pitch to hit. And they do! Luis Rengifo doesn't miss it! That is a 410-foot moonshot, his 4th home run of the postseason. And now we go up in this game big. We knew he was going to get a pitch to hit. And wow, just a great swing. 110 off the bat. And just like that, we're up 4-1. There's still 0 outs in the bottom of the 4th here. And Logan O'Hoppe sends one into the gap. Here we go. This will be extra. That's a double. It'll now be Christian Scott through 3 innings pitched in the postseason. He has no earned runs. Logan O'Hoppe, by the way, has gone oppo in basically every swing he's tried this postseason. You can see the approach he's had. 2-2 count after the foul from Jared Madison. Good take. It's now a full count. Great take from Jared Madison on the full count. That's a walk. We will not be double stealing, though. Not with Logan O'Hoppe on second. Hammer and Herman will have to do something. And he does. We're going to send him. What does Juan Soto have? That arm is ass. No way. He's so bad. That's who you're paying all that money? Great swing from Hammer and Herman. 106 off the bat. And Juan Soto couldn't get anything done. It goes up the third baseline. And Francisco Alvarez cannot apply the tag in time. Logan O'Hoppe's safe. Morris Dye has a walk, 2 stolen bases, and 2 runs in this game while going 0 for 1. Talk about having a great performance so far without even getting a hit. Just amazing. That's what you want to do if you're a rookie. Just make an impact. And he definitely has. That is one out, though. Still 2 men on in scoring position, 1 out. And we have the 95 clutch, 90 power against Royce Lewis. And he goes oppo! Oh my goodness! That was incredible! His 6th home run of the postseason. I wasn't expecting it. And just like that, we blow this game wide open. And this lineup is flexing its muscles. Full count to Esteban Herrera. I cannot believe that Royce Lewis really just went oppo there in that spot. A 3-run tater to just blow this game wide open. That is 2 down now. It's actually incredible how good this lineup is, and they're so young. I can't wait to see where this series goes from here. Can we become a dynasty? Honestly, that's the question. Like, Jesse Ortiz legs that out. That's just incredible. He's only 18. This is the worst he'll ever be. And this team's just really good right now, man. Pitching, Enrique Paniagua going crazy. Might as well take it. That's the first out I've seen. Finally, Francisco Alvarez gets someone out trying to steal a bag. I mean, Paul Benitez still has yet to throw anyone out. And does it really matter? Look at all the home runs. All the pimp jobs in that inning. We are going to win this game. We are going to be World Series champions. I've done this before on the channel, but I like to respect your guys' time. If there's a blowout, we'll just fast forward a little bit, go through the bullet points of the game, and go from there. Ray Green does get an RBI double, making it 8-2, and you're thinking maybe they can rally back. But they never really did, and especially when players like Hammer and Herman are taking splitters on the outside and going oppo taco on them like this, you never had a chance. We were always going to be World Series champions. It was just a matter of time. Luis Rengifo even gets a 2nd home run in this game, and now we can get to the most important part of this video, the final out. It's very simple. 1 strike away, World Series champions. And this should do it. None other than Big Mike, the first pick of this series, gets the final out. And the Angels have done it. They are World Series champions. What a performance in the playoffs from this team. A young squad, the youngest in baseball, and they come together and get it done in 2030. What a team we put together, and I'll never forget this. This is just amazing. It's taken so long to finally put the perfect team together to even make the playoffs, and they did such an amazing job getting it done, especially against the Tigers in the ALCS, and then dominating the World Series against the Mets. And there he is, Rob Manfred. None other than the commissioner of the MLB, giving the Skip the trophy. We are now champs. What will happen from here? Can we build a dynasty going into year 7? That is the question. The 2nd World Series championship in Angels history, and take a picture of this because we have finally done it. I cannot believe it. I am so happy and so proud we finally were able to win the World Series. Now going forward in this series, it's not about trying to get over the hump. It's trying to be the best team in baseball history. How good can this roster get? How good can we be? This team was the youngest team in baseball, and we dominated in the World Series. The Tigers gave us a run for our money, and we showed we had the wherewithal, the resilience to get through that series and then dominate the Mets, especially in Game 1 where it was an 18-inning game. And that really is the difference maker of a team that's going to win a World Series and not. And then 13-2 in the elimination game. Talk about stepping on the necks of your opponent. Now, when you look at the fact that Esteban Herrera struck out as much as he walked, and he had 1,400 OPS with a 1,000 slug, a 406 average, and 12 home runs. That's a record for the most in the postseason. 25 RBIs, 6 stolen bags, 69 at-bats, nice, 28 hits in those 69 at-bats. And then Jesse Ortiz also had 69 at-bats as an 18-year-old rookie in the postseason and had 7 home runs and 1,000 OPS. Just incredible. Also, look at just all the stolen bases. 5 for Jesse Ortiz. Even Luis Rengifo, who is 33, Unc still got it. He had the 3rd best OPS coming off the bench because Paul Weaver was so damn bad. It was a happy accident. Fuck you, Paul Weaver. You're not even getting a ring. I'll tell you that much. Looking at Royce Lewis, he also was really good. The $25 million man, 6 home runs in the postseason, and his OPS was damn good. So was Logan O'Hoppy's. And then you start getting to the players, and these OPSs are still really good. But now we're getting back down to earth. Like, these OPSs up here and these stats are just godly. This is just ridiculous. Having this many players in the lineup doing that is incredible. Federico Bravo didn't even get at-bats, so he doesn't really count. But Royce Lewis, even Logan O'Hoppy, 900 OPS at 30 as a catcher is really good. Herman Lyon really showed up in these big games, especially Game 7. 17 stolen bases, and Morris Dye had 15. So even though the OPS, it's still above average, still really good. But for a rookie, especially 21 years old, he had 15 stolen bases. So anytime he got on base, he was stealing, and that's huge with a 300 average, a 350 on base. We don't really need the slug in his first year as a rookie because we had it other places. Now, Big Mike ended the season on a slump for sure, but that last game was good. He went 2 for 3 with 2 walks. So at least in the elimination game, he did something because before that, he was not getting any hits for many games, 4 games in a row, hitless. And really quick, the only players that I would say actually didn't play well, we already know. Paul Weaver, fuck you again. I'll say it one more time. You're not getting a ring. You will not get a ring. You're actually going to be traded probably. We'll talk about that in the offseason video. But Jarrett Madison also didn't play well. He had some errors. He definitely could have been better. But towards the end, he started to come into his own, and he did have a pretty good game in the World Series. So I really quick also wanted to skim through the pitching stats and show you how good the bullpen was. 3 different relievers gave up no runs at all in the postseason. And then Noah Schultz, even though he did give up some runs, it was a .56 ERA. And look at the whip in 16 innings pitched in long relief. Just incredible. And then you get to the starting pitching like Joshua St. Aud, who's just insane. JSA is a rookie, and he's just getting better and better. And look at this ERA in the postseason. And then we're obviously going to talk about my favorite pitcher in the postseason. We gave him the ball in 2 elimination games, and he balled out in both. The recent games tab, you can see 2 earned, 6 hits, 6 innings pitched, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, and that's still a quality start. Every start was a quality start for him, and that shows you a lot. And then Game 7, I'll never get over it. 3 hits, only 3 hits in 6 innings, and 4 strikeouts with no earned in a Game 7 on the road as a 19-year-old rookie. Just can't get over that. Paul Skeens obviously was the anchor of the rotation all year, and that was no different in the postseason. He really locked in. He had 1 bad start against Detroit. That's it. Peter Miley, not great, but not bad either. Jesus Luzardo and Edgar Cabrera were the only ones I really didn't like, and obviously Trevor Stefan and Will Vest both had trouble in the bullpen. I just wanted to show you really quickly how insane the philosophy of stealing bases was in this postseason, especially in the World Series. Once we noticed they couldn't throw to second at all. Giancarlo Portillo had 9 stolen bags. Jarrett Madison had 7. Like, everyone had at least 5 that was in the top of the lineup. It's kind of insane. But Morris Dye and Herman Lyon both having 15 or more is just incredible, because we can look at the NL and just see how ridiculous this philosophy was. And sometimes it hurt us, but most of the time it gave us opportunities to score runs. I also did want to mention that Estevan Herrera not only had the best postseason run of all time, but he got rewarded for it. So he wins the ALCS MVP and the World Series MVP, and obviously wins the World Series. So that's a great way to cap off the season, especially when he should have won the regular season MVP, but didn't get it because Rafael Devers just had a better season. But in reality, who cares? He wins multiple MVPs in the postseason and has the best postseason run of all time under his belt now, and he's a World Series champion. I did want to mention that just because we just won a World Series does not mean I am done telling stories with this team and that Angels franchise is done. We have so many more stories to tell with this team, and I am very excited for that. If you guys are enjoying the MLB The Show content, enjoying Angels franchise, please leave a like on the video. It lets me know that you're enjoying the content. And always comment any suggestions. I'm new to content creation. I'm just trying to get better every day. So any suggestions are always welcome. And I really do appreciate all the support in the videos. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers. So if you guys could leave a sub, it'd be greatly appreciated. Next episode, we'll go into the offseason and go from there. See what we're going to do with this team. And we have a lot to still do with them, man. There's still a lot of stories to tell. So I hope you guys are super excited. And I'll see you next time. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See ya.